What's 89? Michael Bisping versus Chris Levin. Alright, let's start out with our first fight. It's going to be Per Eklund versus Sammy Scavo. I don't know much about these fighters, but really fast, I think Per is going to win this fight by TKO. I think he's going to take Sammy Scavo to the ground and TKO him from there. Next, we got David Barn versus Jim Miller. I think David Barn is a good striker. Jim Miller is a good submission. He's good at submissions, and he's also a pretty fair striker as well. I think if this fight gets taken to the ground, I think Jim Miller is going to be able to submit David. But of course, this fight is going to start out standing, and I think David has a pretty good chance of knocking Miller out, and I think Miller is going to realize that, and Miller is going to want to take him to the ground, and from there he's going to submit him. So I'm going to say Jim Miller is going to win this fight by submission. Next, we got Sammy Stout versus Terry Entman. I think Sammy Stout is a good striker. Terry is more of a striker as well, but I think Sammy Stout is going to win this fight by knockout. This fight is probably going to be standing up the whole entire time they're fighting. I'm going to say Sammy Stout's going to win this fight. Alright, next we got Shane Carwin versus Neil Wayne. This might not be in order, by the way. I don't know if this is in order or not. Anyway, Shane Carwin versus Neil Wayne. Neil Wayne is not in the best shape to be a MMA fighter, but yet he's got a lot of power, and he's a big guy. But Shane Carwin has also got a lot of power. I think that Shane might try to take Neil down, and probably going to win from the ground if he does get taken to the ground. Also, I can see Shane knocking Wayne out. I'm going to say Shane Carwin is going to win this fight by TKO. Next, we got Dan Hardy versus Arturo Gano. I think Dan Hardy is a pretty good striker. He's a lot faster than Gano, I think. I think Dan Hardy's just probably a little bit more trained, and I think that Dan Hardy's going to be able to knock out Gano with his punches. Next, we got how do you pronounce that? Tilas Pat? What the fuck? I guess it's Tilas Pound and Marcus Davis. If that's wrong, I'm sorry. I think Tilas is going to win this fight very easily. He's undefeated. He's 8-0. I think he's actually pretty well-rounded. He's got heavy hands. Marcus Davis is a striker, not so much a wrestler. I'm gonna say Tilas is gonna be able to knock him out before they even go to the ground. Alright, next we got Paul Taylor versus Chris Lytle. This fight is going to be very hard to predict. Chris is good on the ground. He's got good submissions. And Paul Taylor's incredible. He's not afraid to get in there and throw punches. He is definitely not afraid of doing that. I think Paul Taylor is going to get a knockout. Just because Paul Taylor, he's not afraid to get in there and strike with you. And a lot of fighters like to dance around a little bit and then start throwing punches. But Paul Taylor just goes in there and swings for the fences and I think Paul Taylor's going to win this fight by knockout. Alright, next we got Ramiro Sakuduo versus Luke Kane. That's probably wrong too. I printed this out from a printer that's pretty shitty, and the names aren't really printed out very well. I think Ramu is going to win this fight very easily. He's a lot bigger, he's a lot stronger. He's going to take him down, he's going to ground and pound him, and he's going to win by TKO. Next we got Keith Jardine versus Brandon Vera. I'm a big fan of Brandon Vera. I think Brandon Vera is going to beat Keith Jardine by knockout. Brandon Vera, I just think, is a better striker than Keith Jardine. I think Keith Jardine, he's just been getting lucky on his fights. That's just my personal opinion. I think Keith Jardine is probably a little bit better on the ground, but I think Brandon Vera is going to be able to knock him out before that even goes on the ground. Then our main event is going to be Michael Bisping versus Chris Leben. This fight is going to be very good. Both fighters are good strikers. Michael Bisping is pretty well rounded. Chris Leben, he's okay on the ground, but he's not the best. I'm going to say Michael Bisping is going to win this fight just because he's pretty well rounded, and I just see him winning this fight probably by submission. I want to say by some kind of a submission. But we'll see what will happen. Don't forget to watch it. It's going to be free on Spike TV tomorrow night, Saturday. Alright, see you later.